Okay, now let's decide in our exercise what is it that we would like to do next. Okay, so what we would like to have, so we decide a set of commands for us. Okay, fine. Okay, okay. So let's have a set of commands to work on a bank. Okay, basically our bank class has methods, right? Okay, so what are the methods in the bank class? Open account, right? So we can have a method. So we will have commands like this. I think this command I've already mentioned. We'll have a, I'm just writing the syntax in general form, not the regular expression part. Okay, and then we'll have to decide on the regular expression for each of them. So one is the open command with type, then name and opening balance, right? That's the first command. Okay, we would like to also have a command called deposit. Okay, if it is deposit, the account number and the amount has to be specified. Fine. We can have a withdraw method. Okay, account number and the amount. Okay, then transfer, and you want to have from account number to account number and the amount. Okay. What else? Yeah. What are the other methods we have? I think we have these methods already, right, in the bank class. What other methods do we have in the bank? Close, fine, and give the account number. We have a passbook for the given account number. We can have a display for a given account number. So these could be more commands, right? So someone can ask, okay, give me the detail, give me what is the current balance for a particular account. So you can see the account details by giving the account number, display an account number. Okay, passbook for a particular account number. Yeah, what else? Okay, closing an account, right? That's also there. Like we open account, we can close account. And okay, we can have a command called list. Okay, just say list, it should give me the account list. Fine. And we can still have one more. Yeah, finally one more one will be needed. So what we want is we would like to have an application which keeps on accepting these commands and takes action on the bank object. Right? It will go in a loop. Okay, so this will be in a loop. So we end that loop, a command loop, with the help of a command called quit. So it's someone says quit. Okay, let's come out of the application. So our application should start and wait for the user to give one of these kind of commands. Okay, fine. You can add one more command to this. You can say, okay, let's also have a command called help. So if he says help, let's show this. So if someone says help, yeah, we show all these commands, the list of all the commands. Maybe this as a text itself, right? This entire thing as a text, just show it to them. Right? Clear. In each case, when someone says open, what do we do? What's the response we'll give? Display the details of the account created. See, if you call the display method for that account number, which has been, you haven't passed the account number, but yes, you'll call the display method, then it should be displaying that whatever the account generated. For that, you get the account number. When you say open account, call the display method. So, and so that's the output it should generate. And same thing here. So fine, here also you are calling the display. Fine. Here, fine. If withdraw is returning Boolean, you should be giving an error message, insufficient fund. Fine. Or if it fine, in case it returns false, and in case it returns true, just have to display. Okay. Anyway, in both the cases you can always display, right? So insufficient funds is the additional, it's conditional. Okay. So transfer also similar to display, to withdraw. Okay.
Transfer, we can also add two more things like could not find the account number if any person it put a wrong account number.
Okay, if someone gives a wrong account number, yes. Well, so same thing is applicable here also. Withdrawal, right? Because here, see, wherever account number is applicable, yes, one of the things will be giving a message saying invalid account number. So that's applicable to all those commands where account number is a parameter. Right? Yeah. Okay. Even with close. Okay. Fine. So display an error for invalid account number. That's applicable to all wherever account number is there. And another thing would be we'll be displaying the closing balance. Okay. And if someone says passbook, we know this has to display. Fine. Call the print passbook. Fine. Or give the error message if it's not valid. Fine. Same thing. Display, called the display method. Fine. List, I think we have the list accounts method, right? Help. Okay. Help should be display the list of all. And the syntax. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Quit means exit the application. Right? So there is a loop where it is taking the command. So quits from the loop basically. Okay. Could be like a while condition. And so this is the next step which we would like to take. Okay. So for this, yes. Okay. So if, fine. So yeah. Okay. Fine. So this is our next step. Yeah. Okay. So I think we can get started with making the changes for this. Now what we would like to do is define a class bank clerk. Okay. Fine. Which has a fine, where it has a method. Let's call the method name as run. Okay, no parameters. Fine. Waits for a command. Fine. Fine. Which waits for a command from the user and okay. On the bank object. Okay. So there is a bank object which will be needed before you create a bank. Okay, bank object will be needed before you create a bank clerk. Okay, and it ends this command. Fine. till the quit command is given, it will just keep on taking the input. Right? It has to give the appropriate responses. Right? Clear? Okay. So let's see how we can create this class called bank clerk. And let's start defining it. Okay. So a few things about this class would be, it would need to have an object of bank already being present, and so it can have a constructor where it takes a bank as a parameter. Okay, so let's start with this now. We'll need to have import for java.util.regex. Okay, yeah, star, you can say pattern matcher, both things will be needed. Okay, right. Oh, we'll make it part of the package bank. Okay, let's see if we need something else, we'll put that. But now we define our public class called bank clerk. Yeah. Okay, so what does this bank clerk have? It would have a private variable for keeping a bank object on which it will be working. Right? Okay. Right. Now, there are a couple of things which here I would like to parameterize, and I'll keep it here. Okay. To give to read the command, right? It will use a scanner to take the input from the user, basically. Right? So take input from the user, I'll need a scanner. So we can have a scanner object. Let's call it as the command scanner. Okay. We'll see how it is to be created, but this is needed. Okay, we'll need another one. Okay, we can either keep it right here, it's now itself, or maybe we'll put it later. We'll need one more thing to be there. Okay, let's have scanner. Okay, now a constructor for the bank clerk. If you want to create a bank clerk, you must specify a bank object. Okay. Now what I'm also looking at here is the commands have to be coming from, we think it should always be from standard input, system.in, or can we keep it flexible and say, you give me any input stream, I'll take command from there. It need not be the system.in only. I'll work with any input stream. So I'm not saying that, yes, commands have to come only from the keyboard. Maybe someone has prepared a batch file, creates an input stream to read from that file, and says, okay, that's my input stream. So your commands will come from there, right? So your source of commands, from where the commands will be fetched, need not be the keyboard or need not be the standard input only. And so for that reason, we are saying, okay, you can give me an input stream at this time. Okay. Fine. Similarly, do we want to parameterize where we are giving the output? Should it be going to system.out only? Or can be sent to whatever the user requires? Maybe he wants the output into a file. Okay, so shall we parameterize that? Fine, so we'll use a output stream also. Okay, we haven't yet seen about what is the input stream and output stream, but I'm trying to use them here. Okay. Okay, so if we are parameterizing output part, since we are not saying it should be, so I'll put a, see, where do we write? We write to a print writer. Okay, so let me have a response writer also. So I use a command scanner and a response writer. Okay. Response writer is where my responses will be sent. A writer where my responses will go. We haven't yet seen what is a reader, writer, input stream or output stream. We'll be looking at it when we look at the java.io package. Right? But here we are only using some scanner we understand can be used with system.in. System.in is an input stream. So we are using scanner with an input stream. Okay, not hard coding it as system.in. Same way, the responses. And we were saying, oh, let it be going to a system.out. But let's say, no, it need not be system.out. Let it be any kind of a print writer. Okay, so println method, yes, that will be applicable on a print writer. We are used to the println method, right, for output. So that we can use. So we can say this dot bank equals bank. Okay, this dot command scanner equals new scanner, and parameter will be in, created from the input stream given. Okay, fine. This dot response writer equals new. This will be print writer. Right? Print writer will be created using the output stream, but we will have to pass one more parameter. These print writers, they have a lot of buffer also. They use a buffer internally. Okay, so when we use the println method, we would like the buffer to be getting flushed. So if there is some response, someone has it shouldn't happen that response doesn't get shown because it's still in the buffer. So we would like to use what we call as a auto flush feature. So I would like to say auto flush should be true. The second parameter in the construct of print writer, when we use output streams, the second parameter can be a auto flush. It's a flag, true or false. So we are saying, okay, I want auto flush to be true. So that's how we might be creating the print writer. Right?
Really, after every write, it will do flush.
So println, every new line.
Every new line, it will do.
Yes. Right? We use the println method. Just if you say print, no, then it won't be getting flush. Okay, so this is how you create a bank clerk, but someone creating input stream and output stream, all that can be a problem, right? Okay, each time. So we can have our constructor for bank clerk saying, okay, you want to create a bank clerk, just give me a bank object. Okay, in which case I'll use the bank as it is, and for input stream I'll use system.in, and for outputs I'll use the system.out. So by default, standard input, standard output. Right? So this is going to use the standard input, standard output. That's going as a default. But yes, this is saying I have a constructor where if you want, yes, you can specify the place from where I can get the input. You can specify the place where I should be giving the responses. So it's not hard coding it, right? But there are defaults, right? Okay. System.in, by default, I'll take commands from there. Right? My println responses should go to the whatever you give, should normally go to system.out. Bank clerk.java. Okay. So first thing is, yes, that's my constructor. Okay. Next, yeah, what else do we need now? Oh, we wanted to understand certain commands, right? We decided that set of commands. Okay. Right. We have a fixed number of commands. What can we use? Yeah, but before going for using the switch, fixed number of commands. fixed number of objects of the type command. Okay. So you may go for a enum called command. So bank clerk, he understands a certain set of commands, and that's where I'm having a enum. What are the commands? Oh, there's a command called open. And this open command uses a regular expression. Okay. I might use one more string here. What is the syntax? And for the purpose of help, I'll give a string from here. It says, yeah, the command is open type name and opening balance. That's the syntax for the help. If someone asks help, what is the help string for this command? For each command, I might keep a help string. Each command has a regular expression. Yes, that will also be needed. I haven't written the regular expression yet. Okay, that's going to go here. And what's the regular expression? I think we have written it once. Okay, it's in the other file. Okay, we can pick up from here. I think it's right to this point, right? Yeah. Oh. Right. You want to break it into multiple lines? Want to keep it as a name or without a name? Then the string will be shorter. And let's keep it with name only. Named capturing group. The capturing group, even if I had removed this part, yeah, that would still have been working. When we can work with numbers or we can work with the name. Okay. Let's keep it, right? Okay. Clear? What are we giving? We are giving two parameters to each. Okay. I have put a semicolon here, but yeah, we will be adding more commands here. Syntax. We need the regular expression for each of them. Okay. But here, what are the things in this class now? Class command. Every command has, so we have a private variable, type is pattern, and that will call as the syntax. So we have a pattern which is a syntax, and the syntax is represented in the form of a pattern object. Okay, we'll have another private variable of type string, that's a help string. Okay, fine. We keep the constructor for command with two parameters now, a string for the syntax and another string for the help. Okay, this dot syntax equals compile. Okay, and whatever the syntax, which is the string he has given. Okay, compile, that creates a pattern object for me. So we have that command called help also, right? If someone uses the help command, yeah, we should be actually displaying that. Okay. Okay, the other command is the help command. Let's see. Help is also a command, right? Okay. What's the syntax? And syntax is just help, right? When you want to add a message, which see, this is nothing but what goes in the help command. Clear? See, what we are currently doing is building up a enum for the fixed number of commands which we have. Syntax is being decided here. Okay, methods here, right? Some methods which will be here. Public methods, getter method, right? Returns pattern, get syntax. And that's the syntax. And we have a public method to return string, get help string. It's called help string. And that's a help string. Instance variable is help string there, right? So that's what we'll be returning. Okay, there might be more methods needed. We'll see, check that part. But now first part will be about getting all the, okay. Oh, we even have a command called quit. Okay, that's anyway the quit command, and help string is quit. Yeah. Okay. Fine. We need the deposit. Okay, so the command is, the name of the enum is deposit, right? And what's the syntax? Okay. One part is the, okay, this, let me put the help initially. Help is saying deposit followed by account number and the amount, right? So what's the syntax for this? Deposit followed by white spaces followed by, okay. We would like to use the named capturing group. We need to capture this. Okay. So question mark less than greater than, in this I'll say account number. Okay, I'll just say ACNO. Okay. And then digit, yes. Fine, one or more digits. Okay. Followed by, no, after that one or more digits, I must end the capturing group. Okay. White spaces before that. Okay. and then a capturing group for the amount field. So question mark amount. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Amount is also different. So fine, that's the syntax for deposit. Clear? Same way we can keep a withdraw. I think right. Rest of the thing will be except for here. Okay. So this instead of account number, let's call it as from account number. Okay. And we need another capturing group. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And we can put that group here. Okay. Make this as to account number and amount. That changes to from account number and the amount. Yeah. Okay. Then what are the other commands we had decided? Open, deposit, withdraw, transfer. We have something like display, passbook. So passbook. Yeah. Okay. Passbook and what else? White spaces. Then a capturing group. And that capturing question mark less than greater than, in which we'll put the name as account number, right? And after this account number is there, this is having plus D plus, right? And yeah, there's nothing after the account number, right? So this is passbook. Same way we have the display. Okay, that remains account number, and let's change this to display. Okay, and like display, we also have what have we done here? We're forgetting the bracket, closing bracket, and all of this. Yeah, this is okay. And a comma. Okay, so passbook, display, and close, I think, and that's the other one. Yeah, that should be okay. And account number, that's a picture. Okay, hence we have done something after the
At the last white column.
comma.
The end of the head, semicolon.
Here. Yeah, we can keep comma at the end of every command. That's okay. See, suppose tomorrow someone comes and says, okay, let me put here, or someone is adding one more command following this. We don't have to worry about a comma. So last additional comma is okay. Okay. So with enum, we normally put a comma even with the last element. So you can move it around also without picking up line and moving, transferring the lines over here. So from that point of view, it's I've kept the comma there.
Yeah, it's a good coding practice.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, fine. Anyway, so there are more things to be done. We have to still write that run method now. Okay, and maybe if needed, we may have to add a few more things over here. Okay, fine. So we'll continue tomorrow. Okay.